In the news this week, the Christian Institute raises concerns over the government's online safety bill proposals. LGBT activists are angered by Equality Commission attempts to protect women. And the Queen becomes the first monarch in our nation's history to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee. Hello. The government is being warned that the push to clamp down on harmful online content risks censoring Christian teaching. In a statement, the Christian Institute welcomed attempts to curtail content promoting violence, drugs, self-harm and suicide, and steps to protect children from pornography, but said other proposals go too far. Ministers say the online safety bill will restrict legal content it deems harmful. What falls under this definition of legal but harmful will be decided by the government, Ofcom, and tech companies such as Google and Facebook. The Institute's head of research, Dave Greatorex, outlined the worrying implications for Christians.
When you've got a new threshold, assessing something as subjective as harm, there's always the potential for that, again, to be overused. So we're certainly concerned. And when you see so much in today's culture of people being easily offended, the threshold of distress, even serious distress, doesn't seem a very robust one. It seems like one that could be met quite easily, really, in today's culture. So we're concerned about how that would be applied.
LGBT activists have attacked the Equality and Human Rights Commission for seeking to approach gender ideology in an evidence-based and impartial manner. The EHRC recently urged the Scottish Government to pause its radical sex swap plans, with the head of the Commission highlighting public concern over a perceived conflict between women and the rights of men who identify as women. In response, the Vice World News website claimed the watchdog's own employees had branded it transphobic, with some leaving over the issue and others considering strike action. One former employee was reportedly upset that board members had built links with groups which uphold the reality of biological sex. Another complained there was suddenly this new kind of emphasis on the need to be evidence-based. Members of the House of Keys on the Isle of Man have rejected an attempt to axe prayers before sittings. The push to remove prayers had come in a parliamentary committee report, which also called for the post of chaplain to be discontinued. But elected officials will have the freedom to decide whether or not they wish to join in prayer before the meetings. Speaking against the proposal, Member of the House David Ashford said the move amounted to tearing up traditions to appear progressive and modern without thinking it through clearly. He explained that whilst not religious himself, scrapping prayers was wrong. The institutions that we are part of have been around for a long, long time. We are temporary members and custodians of those institutions. And finally, the 6th of February marked the beginning of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. It is a 70-year reign in which she has regularly used her Christmas and more recently Easter message to highlight her role as a servant of both Christ and nation. And at the end of last year, the Queen encouraged the Church of England to continue in its supreme task to bring the people of this country to the knowledge and the love of God. In a speech on her behalf before the opening session of the 11th General Synod, Her Majesty reminded the gathering that while many things have changed over the years, the gospel of Christ and his teachings had not. She surpassed Queen Victoria as the longest reigning monarch in Britain in 2015, having been on the throne for 63 years and 7 months. Well, that's all for this week. For more information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.